number 18 naman tayo. Ano yung interest at 8% after 3 months on 6,000 pesos? Ganun pa rin po yun, no? I is equal to PRT pa rin po tayo. Binigay ba yung principal? Meron. 6,000 pesos. Nandyan. Binigay ba yung rate of interest? Yes, that is 8% or in decimal, 0.08 po yun. Ibinigay ba yung time? Yes. Kaya nga lang, here's the catch right now. Kanina naka-years yung ating solution or yung ating time. Pero ngayon naka-months lang. Remember, yung value of t dito dapat express in years. Dahil hindi siya umabot ng 1 taon, kailangan express mo po siya as a fraction. Anong tinutukoy ko? Si 3, i-over mo pa by what? Ilang months ba ang nasa 1 taon? Di ba there are 12 months in 1 year? Kaya lalagyan mo pa ng all over 12 dyan. O, tsaka mo ngayon i-simplify. Pero bago ko ito multiply, ang gagawin ko muna is simplify ko muna itong 3 all over 12. Bakit? 3 all over 12, di ba 1/4 lang po yun? Oh, because if you will divide both parts by 3, magiging 3 divided by 3, 1 po yun, and 12 divided by 3, magiging 4 po yun. Kaya essentially, 1/4 lang po siya. So ito, madali na lang to i-compute. Bakit? Ano ba yung 1/4 ng 0.08? Di ba 0.08 divided by 4 yon? Parang nag-divide ka lang ng 8 by 4. Pero dahil 0.08 yan, the 8 divided by 4, magiging 0.02 po siya. Okay? At siya naman ngayon yung mumultiplyin mo ng 6,000. What is 6,000 times 0.02? Of course, klarong-klaro. That is 120 pesos found on letter B ng ating option. Okay? So marami po actually ganito sa board exam. Yung mga interest problems, more on simple interest problem. Ayan. How about question number 19? Ms. Ramirez earned 6,500 after 1 year from her investment at 6.5%. Pero ito, ibang variant ng tanong. Kasi ang hinahanap naman sa atin is how much did she invest? So ano yung tinatanong from this problem? Ang hinahanap naman sa problem na ito is yung capital or yung principal na ininvest niya. But remember, yung formula natin for interest, isa lang naman. I is equal to P times R times T. Eh sir, paano yan? P yung hinahanap. O kung gusto mo matira yung P, ang gawin mo, yung R at T, itapon mo sa kabila by cross multiplication. So mangyayari, it will become I all over R times T. That will now be the value of P that I am looking for. O yes, plug in mo na ngayon yung mga available na given sa solution natin. Ibinigay ba yung interest or tinubo ng pera niya? Ayan 6,500 or 6,500. Kaya lagyan mo po ng 6,500 sa taas. Ibinigay ba yung rate of interest? Yes, ayan 6.5%. So as decimal, that is regarded as 0.065. Ibinigay ba yung number of years? 1 year. Kaya lagyan mo ng 1 dyan. Pag na-compute mo yan, that will now be the value of P. Pero ito, even by inspection, alam ko na yung sagot. Even without performing the actual division. Bakit? Tingnan mo. May 65 sa taas, may 65 sa baba. Remember, when there are two similar digits found on the numerator and the denominator, ano ba yung mangyayari doon? Di ba magiging 1 po yan eventually? Ang magiging labanan na lang dito is ilan yung kadugtong na 0. Yun na lang yung kailangan mong i-compute. Pero alam mo na dahil may 6 at 5 sa taas, may 6 at 5 sa baba, that the resulting value should start with 1. Oh. Among our choices, sino lang ba yung nagsisimula with 1 at nagtatapos sa dugtong-dugtong na 0? Di ba nag-iisa lang naman yon? And that is letter D. So imposible na po kasi na lumabas pa yung 150,000, di ba? Yung 50,000, 200,000. So ito, by inspection, nalaman ko na that the answer will start with 1, roughly start with 1, and would end up with a certain number of zeros. Hindi ko nga lang alam kung ilan yung number of zeros kasi hindi ko naman tinuloy yung solution. But based from my choices, isa lang ang nagsisimula sa 1 at nagtatapos sa sunod-sunod na 0. Kaya ganun na lang yung ginawa natin. Okay?